Here is the area of land where it's proposed a mass burn incinerator will be built. On March the 12th, Cornwall County Council Planning Committee will decide whether or not to grant planning permission. The people of St.Dennis have fought a vigorous campaign against the plans for the plant, which will tower over their village, but which they believe will affect the whole of Cornwall. Here they have their say.
There are a huge number of issues. I don't really know where to begin. Let's look at the climate change issue, shall we? This thing, if it's built, will be producing over 168,000 tonnes of CO2 every single year for 30 years.
From St.Dennis, the emissions will travel from coast to coast and further afield towards Truro and towards Bodmin. There's no doubt about that.
Nobody really talks about that. It's a huge issue. I would like a planet left for my grandchildren to inherit.
This proposal just hasn't been well thought through. It's an off-the-peg solution which isn't right for Cornwall, and it's not right for anywhere in the country actually, but particularly not Cornwall.
The parish council are adamant that they don't want it in the area, even in the county. We've got huge support from the parish council surrounding us. Restormel Borough Council have supported us, and I believe there's in excess of 800 people that have wrote letters to the county complaining.
Yeah. At Restormel, I'm chair of the Planning Policy Committee, where we look at the plans that Restormel develops and uses, and we also comment on plans of other organisations. So we've looked very closely at the plans that the County Council should be judging this planning application on, and it's clear to us that the plans are clear, it should be refused.
I think every topic that you could imagine has come up. It's transport, it's the environment, it's noise pollution, dust pollution, the enormity of the building, the placement of it, the road access, everything you can think of, we've found flaws in.
It's about the impact on local communities, the local area, the landscape character. The list is endless, and I do not see how anyone can actually vote in favour of this application if they do it in line with planning policies.
If we begin with Restormel, we're allowed to go to Restormel, have our say, and sort of have our day in court. But the fear I've got is when it goes to the County Council Planning Committee, the public will not be allowed to speak, and it won't serve the democratic process.
If they look at the bigger picture and think about going down the road of having different technologies available in different areas, each area would be able to benefit.
Now, for instance, you can have autoclave, which basically steam cleans and sterilises all sorts of materials that this incinerator would burn. And they could then be reused or reprocessed. So we're keeping all these materials in the system. Again, it's a virtuous circle. We can't keep on plundering the resources of the planet because those resources are about to run out.
It's an issue which the whole of Cornwall should be concerned about.
I would appeal to the Planning Committee to really study this application carefully, to study the plan and policies really carefully, because I think you'll come to appreciate that the application is simply wrong, and you will agree with the concerns raised by the people of St Dennis and Mid Cornwall.
I would appeal to the members of the Planning Committee at the County Council to decide on the merits of the planning application and not outside monetary interest or anything else, just on the planning issues. And please do the best for the County of Cornwall and what really is in your heart that you think you should do.
This is not just about my village of St Dennis. It's not just about my grandchildren and their future. It's about the future of Cornwall. This is the decision that is going to affect the whole of Cornwall. It's going to affect your area just as much as mine. And the knock-on effects of this will be disastrous for the county.